Okay. So yesterday we were talking about. So have you tried that one? Location and all.
No, I have not tried. I have not. I don't have the access right now.
Okay. Okay. We'll be sharing. Okay. So I'll just show you for that purpose, like for location as well. So like if you want to have a auto-generated number for the location. Okay. So first thing is we have to like come here and mark that location checkbox show for whatever the records you are looking for, right? For example, if you are looking for, let's say, journal entry, Control F. This is journal, right? Now for journal, let's say I want to have the prefix as per my location as well. If you have not entered here, so it will directly start from there as well. But if you have entered here as well prefix, so it will take this one and that one as well. Okay, both of them. So here, let's say we have the JE, and this is 2020. Fine, I'll say year 2020. Uh, Something like this. Okay, and it's three-digit number, so we can say four or five, whatever we need, we can do accordingly, and we'll be saving it. Okay. Once saved, now if you come to this customization company and you'll say location, location will be here. Okay. Now here we have so many numbers of locations created. So for example, let's say we'll be taking um, okay. So we can take Houston or Phoenix. Okay, anything that is okay. Is that one? So this, let's say this is these are the two locations where I want, right? So I'll be setting up two different prefix over there. Okay. So this is the Huston. So we'll say uh, prefix is like this. Okay. Fine. And then document number we can come and we can, if you want to have the generated number like something, you can put here. Okay. Similarly, we'll be doing for this one as well.
And these are not mandatory. I mean, if we want to give any prefix and all, then we can define. Otherwise, no, right?
Yeah, like depends, right? Whether you want or you don't want.
Okay.
The client basically want or not.
Mhm.
Okay. So that kind of things will be able to do. For example, I'll say it's okay, fine, and just save it. And this is also I'm just saving. Now, if you come here, journal entry, enter journal entry will be financials and make journal entry here. subsidiaries, Landscape. So we can see this is something is coming up as of now, right? Entry number.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Because this is the journal which we have given in our auto-generated number.
Okay.
Okay, this is coming as journal one. Now, if we select any account here, location will be there at the top level as well. So that need to be enabled, I believe. Set up company and enable features and accounting preferences. Just a minute, okay? Control F. Okay, this is for inventory. Fine, let it be. I'll just save it now. Okay. So here actually we don't have the header. So if we have the header, then it will be changing it automatically. Okay. So another thing we can take. Let me check this one. I'll take the quotation. Subsidiary is Reliance Corp.
So Shekhar, is this the first starting point of the project that we need to first set up the journal entries? I mean, how do we actually
No, no,
flow?
no. The journal entry is nothing like you don't have to do anything over here, right? So this will the use of journal entry, right?
Yeah, accounting purpose.
No, not accounting purpose is okay, like very high level.
Yeah.
Okay, what the purpose actually? So whenever you want to, have the direct GL impact if you want to have, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you want to hit any account, if you want to debit, okay, something like that. Okay. In that case, only we'll be creating a journal entry directly. Else that will be happening in the backend. For example, let's say, okay, let me call this part as well. Okay. So for example, location, journal entry, fine. And let me check one more thing. Okay. So for example, let's say you have transaction like sales, purchase order, etc. Not sales order. Let's say bill and credit memo, customer credit memo, all those things, right? So what happen in those kind of things? Like system will be automatically creating a journal in the backend.
Okay.
Okay, where is that location? Okay. So in those cases, what happen whenever there will be impact, like whenever we talk about the posting transaction, right?
Yeah.
Posting transaction means definitely there is some impact, some account is gonna impacted and all, right? So how those kind of things gonna happen? Because in the back end, like system will be generating a JE only, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, or transferring some amount from like debit and credit to the other account.
Okay.
Okay, for that kind of thing is required. So just a minute. So
So
let
we
me
can say
check.
it's, when we have to do some manual thing.
No, no. Actually, when the manual thing when we do, right, when we let's say for example, uh, let's say some accounting like that is not matching to our value, right? Some
Okay.
account which is not exactly matching to, and we want to make any adjustment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
if you want to make any adjustment, in that case only we'll be creating a manual one. Else what will happen? Else we have like okay. Else we have like this one auto process, right? For example, let's say if you're talking about the month end, okay, month end we have process where the currency revaluation will be there or any negative inventory mismatch, any kind of thing, right? In that cases also the J will be created, okay, but in the schedule process like that time, and also whenever we are scheduling, like for example, it's a revenue recognition or the amortization, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, or when we talk about the post vendor bill variance,
Okay.
right? So those cases also like it will be working accordingly.
Okay.
Okay, so every time we don't have to come and like create it manually, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, definitely to some if there is some mismatch or something like that, we have to take action accordingly. I'll just show you for the invoice.
Okay, because what I'm relating to is, whenever we had to do some manual things, we used to either generate a credit memo or a debit memo.
See that credit memo is a different thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Credit memo is totally different. Just a minute, okay? RC customer, the customer name, RC customer, right? Last stop, yeah, yeah. So basically, what happened? Credit memo when we have when customer do not like, let's say customer don't like the product and he returned back, okay,
Yeah.
or like he said, okay, just refund my money,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
right?
Yes.
And instead of refunding it, you said, okay, I'm creating a credit memo. That credit memo you can use in with some other order,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
right? So that is the process actually, and when you will be creating a create memo, system will automatically like put that amount into memo, right?
Yeah.
And what happen like that amount you have to pay to your customer.
Yeah.
Now there will be two options. If the same thing you are going to utilize on your for the another order, then or you want to return it, so that is the process why J will be created, right?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, the landscape. Just a minute. Okay, so I have taken the landscape. Now here I'll be putting the location as first. It is got thin, right? Now you can see this is the coming as. Now if I select Phoenix, you can see got thin, right?
Okay.
And if I want, if I can remove this one, okay. So it is following all the sequence which we have given over there,
In the
and
location.
then the one which we have defined on the location. So as we are changing the location, this is also getting changed accordingly, right? So it depends on us like okay, how we are gonna set up this one.
Okay.
Okay. Journal entry just in a simple word, okay, I'll tell you. Uh, like if we do any transaction, okay, in that case, in case GL impact will be happening, okay, impact is there. That means any account is going to be debited, any account is going to be credited.
Yeah.
But for that kind of thing, J will be created in the backend,
Mm-hmm.
right? We don't want to, will not be able to track that one, okay. But let's say if you're not doing any transaction and directly you want that I want to debit this account and credit that account, right, without any transaction.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, we can directly create a journal entry. Okay,
Okay.
is it clear or not?
No.
No. Okay, for example, let's say uh, I have two accounts,
Okay.
right? Both are the bank account, let's say, for example. Okay. I have not created in transactions or nothing, okay, between them. But I want, like, okay, there is some correction required, and by mistake, like, okay, somehow, like in my system, it's showing
Mm-hmm.
incorrectly. Account have, uh, so let's say, account A should have a 500, account B should have $700. But
Okay.
what happened by mistake? Account B have 500 and account A have 700,
Okay. Okay.
right? Which is not correct. In our
Yeah.
bank account, in real time, it's just 200, like 7 and 500, right? But
Mm-hmm.
it's reverse here in our
Okay.
NetSuite account. Somehow, maybe any adjustment or anything we have done previously, because of that happened. That could be.
Yeah.
When we
Got it.
found this issue, now I have to correct that one.
Mm-hmm.
I have to correct this. What I'll do, I will adjust again $200 credit
Mm-hmm.
and debit with respect to this. For that, what we'll be doing, we'll be creating direct journal entry.
Okay. So I mean that's what I'm not getting. I mean here why cannot we create that some credit memo or debit memo? We just have to
But
adjust, right?
no, 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 no. Credit and debit is a different thing.
Uh-huh. Okay, okay. You're saying that credit memo and debit memo are there when we have to adjust with the customer. Here we are dealing with the
Right.
accounts in
When,
our NetSuite.
right, right. So customer and vendor, let's say return something like that if happen, okay, then we create the memo, right? Memo is a different thing. Okay, directly creating is a different thing.
Because this account mismatch which you are saying that balance mismatch, this also would have happened due to any transaction, right? Any
Yeah.
wrong
No,
transaction.
that could be anything. I told you, right? That could be anything. Maybe I have adjusted earlier previously. Maybe previously. For example, let's say if I'm doing the inventory adjustment,
Okay.
okay, and that time I have taken the incorrect expense account.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, the account which is required to be taken is a different one, but I have taken a different one. Now I have
Okay.
to manage that thing, right? Then how
Okay.
it could be done?
Okay. I get it. Okay.
Okay,
Sure. Yeah.
so I'll show you all these things. Okay, don't worry.
Okay.
Uh, okay, this part is okay. Else I'll be like switching. If I show you the that part, okay, I will be just swimming around.
Okay.
If you want, I can show you one example. But again, like we'll be just roaming around here and there. Okay.
Okay.
So let's say I'm just talking about the scenario, right?
Mm-hmm.
So by mistake, what happened? Let's say I have a subsidiary, this one, Reliance Corp, and location is something, this one. Adjustment account is something. I'll be taking any expense account. Okay, just wait, please. Telephone. No. It should be a surprise something we can say. And let's say we should be having taking different one. Now by mistake, what happened? We have selected the different account. Okay, we have selected this one. Let's say something was there, right? Telephone repair miscellaneous. Incidents, equipment. Okay, let's say by default, by mistake, we have selected this one in special expenses. Okay, now we are managing the inventory.
Mm-hmm.
So on hand is this much,
Mm-hmm.
300. Location is Houston. Okay, and now here we are entering 500 quantity, 500 quantity. We are adding here. Okay, and unit cost is here as well. Fine. If this is something serialized or something like that, we have to enter. Else, okay, fine. This is serialized or lot. Lot, fine. So I'll say lot A, B, C, and quantity is 100. And that quantity we push, right? And here I'll just presenting 1. So let's say 10. Okay. So total value is 10,000 now. Per unit is 10. I'll just save it. And the let's say account we need to select is a different one. Okay, that is the we have inventory adjustment clearing something. Okay, and by mistake I have selected this one. So what happened if you see here? So the the GL impact you can see.
Okay.
Okay, so this account has been credited,
Okay.
right? And this
Right.
account has been debited inventory,
Okay.
right?
Right.
Now let's say this is done, but we have to manage it.
Okay.
Okay, this should not be here.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, that should be the another account.
Exactly. Okay.
Okay, so what we can do, it's okay transaction. Let's say I forgot like checking that part. So what I'll do, I'll make this debit and will
Okay.
credit the another account.
Another
Which
account.
one? I will come here and go to the financial and make journal entry.
Okay.
Okay, Reliance Corp, and then um, so account is 6001. 6001. Okay. Now this is going to be debited. What amount was there? 1000. 10 into 1, right? So we are debiting this by 1000.
Okay.
Location we can select as we have selected over there. So including as hostel. And then the actual account which was required to be taken that time.
Mm-hmm.
But by mistake we have not selected, that is the inventory adjustment account.
Okay. No credit.
So
Okay.
basically that transaction was required to be done between the inventory adjustment account and
Mm-hmm.
the inventory.
Right.
Okay, but by mistake we have selected this one over there. And now let's say transaction is done and everything fine, right? Now
Mm-hmm.
actually I do have the option. I can go back, I can change the account. But let's say something happen, will not be system will not allow us to do that.
Okay.
Okay. Now we have to manage. So how we can manage? We will be able to manage from here. So I'll just open this account as well before doing that. Okay, we can see one inventory adjustment is there, and here is the amount, right? 1000 got debited. Balance is 703.40.
Okay.
Okay. Now, and if you want to 2 months or something like that, you can just check it from here. I'll refresh this so that we could have the data. If there will be data, it will show. Else just one line will be getting. Okay, we don't have. Let it be. We have this one, right? And another case, I'll be opening the another account. That is the least accounting accounts. Control F, adjustment. Okay, this is the one. So I'll open this one. No data. So I'll select. And this is for Reliance Corp. If there'll be data, it will show you. Okay. So you can see we have these two data, right? Till here, balance is this much. And this is for Reliance Corp. Similarly, we can see this report also we can track. Where is that report? This one, right? So you can just see for that one, Control F.
Okay.
Or even I have not selected the consolidated one. Fine. I'll refresh this. Now let's say these are the two accounts. Now, if any adjustment needs to be done between these two accounts, right?
Yeah.
Here we can see 1000 is here. Okay. If any adjustment need to be done, then how we can do? So I'll come here. Okay. And then just wait, let me check one more thing. 250 plus 400, 650. Fine. Okay. Now if I come here, I'll just save it. Everything is okay. Fine. Save it. Okay, done.
Okay.
Now, if you see the GL impact over here, 1000 got debited from here and credited here, right? Now, if you come here and refresh this one, I'll say refresh. And this also. You can see it got reversed, right? So 100 what this 1000 was like created, now has been debited,
Okay.
right? And the balance is not zero, it's got matched, right?
Correct.
Similarly, if you see this one, so then here it's got debited and now here total value is 1650.
Okay. Okay, this is special expense.
Hmm? Yeah, so any account you can take. So I have taken that account here, right? I have
Okay.
taken that account here because this account I have used in the adjustment.
Exactly. Okay.
Okay, so you can see, right? If any something, let's say, happen and system is not allowing, and now we have to correct it with our accounting perspective, right?
Okay.
So in that case, we can do such kind of things.
Okay.
Okay, we'll be creating a journal entry and we'll be managing it.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Now set up company. After auto-generated number, we have the countries. We'll be getting the with NetSuite, and here we'll be getting the list of states and everything. Okay,
Okay.
for
Uh-huh.
which aspect each of the country. And if you want to create, you can click on new. You can select the country and then full name and the short name. That could be done.
Okay.
Once you have this, then general preferences. This is important because your system, whatever the format we are getting for the date, time, password, setting, and all, so all those things will be based on this only. Okay, general preferences. So you can see date time format, right? So a different company may want a different format. So that kind of things you'll be able to manage from here.
Okay.
Okay, you can select what kind of format you are looking for
Okay. So in NetSuite, everywhere this format will be shown.
in your account.
Okay.
Okay. For in your account means this is not the user set. This is not the local setting. Local setting means just not for you. Okay. Because the same account is being used by numbers of the employees, right? Having a different role. So this will be applicable for complete account, not for a specific user. Or let's say if I'm making the change, it's not like it will be like just for me, right? It will be for complete account, NetSuite account. Okay. Hello.
Yes.
Got it, right?
Yeah.
Similarly, we have long date format. If you want month to become come like this, DDYY and something like that, you can have time format. You can define here like with how you want this to be there in 24 hours or 12 hours, something like that. Okay, MPM, etc. Number format, negative number format. Okay, phone number. So how
Okay.
you want the phone number, etc. Those kind of things could be done. Sometimes negative number we want uh, should be in a bracket or something like that, right? So
Okay.
we can select accordingly.
Mm.
Then you can set up for your company like okay, so first day of week it could be a Monday, or let's see if any you are in any other country where start from something else. Okay, you can select accordingly.
Okay. Okay.
Is specific shorting, language shorting, okay, or English US, so you can do accordingly. And some of the features like this we have. Then password policy, if you say weak, not recommended. So if you want very strong, medium, okay, so system will set the criteria accordingly and it notify the users like okay, so make it like a complex or something like that. Used to have like one capital, one is small, one is special character, something like that, right? So those kind of things should be there. Then you can set up the how the password should be, should be the length of the password. So you can see the minimum password length should be 8, 9, 10, or 3, 4 that you can enter.
Okay.
Password expiration days the same 365 days. If you want less, like if you want every user should be able to update
Yeah.
the password in 90 days or let's say 60 days or something like that for security purpose. So you can set up
Mm.
this accordingly.
Okay. But these things, I mean, these things I will be able to set up at different user level also, right?
No,
Okay. Okay.
will be able to set few of the things, not all the things.
All the okay. Okay.
For example, let's say company policy is should be able to right. That is the company policy. It means all the users should update theirs in 60 days. They should change the password.
Okay.
Right. It's not like that a user can go and so say, okay, no, company policy is 60 days, but I will do after 165 days. Okay. So that could not be the case. Right.
Okay.
So yeah, but some of the settings you can change. I'll show you how and where. So you have set preferences, right? This set preferences is the local setting. Means this will not be impacting the complete account.
Okay.
So if you come here, you can see what are the things that could be changed. Okay, shorting we can change. Okay, other things, first day of week we can select. Okay, but this will be just applicable for me.
Okay.
How I want like time format, number format should be there, negative number format. So all those things we can do accordingly.
Okay.
Okay, but not everything.
Okay.
So you can see here, okay, numbers of the prefixes are there. So we can update accordingly. And similarly, if you see this side as well, so we have log system notes on update only. Like if we are updating a system note, so uh, log should be updated.
Okay.
When we are making any changes, so system notes should log be there. And we have show quick add row on list. So if you want to, let's say a list value is coming is 1, 2, 3, 4, right?
Mhm.
Now a list number 5, 6 you want to create. So how you'll be able to create? Okay. So if you want that kind of things, we can just make it be over here.
Okay.
Okay. So it will allow you to create a at the same time. Show list when only one result, right? So even if there will be only one result, system should show the data.
Okay.
Okay. Else it will open the record. So those kind of things will be able to do this.
Oh.
Similarly, default customer type, okay, and default lead type, default supplier type. So whether individual and all we can set up according. Auto name customers, auto inactivate contacts with customer. So what will happen if customer will be inactivated? Contact related to that will also get inactivated. So those kind of things could be done. Okay.
Auto inactivate. I mean, so after some time they will be inactivated.
No, no. So see,
Check this box if
check this
you.
box if you also want to inactivate any dependent record when the
Okay.
customer is inactivated, right? So
Okay.
it's not like auto, but let's say we are inactivating the customer. So
Yeah.
let's say customer is school or any institute, right?
Okay.
So definitely that institute will not be communicating, right? So there will be some representative who will be communicating,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
right? So that representative will be the context for that school name, for that company you can say, or the institute you can
Okay.
say, right? So tomorrow, if we came to know, okay, so no more we are going to do the business with them, and no longer they are like the that institute has like something happen, okay,
Yeah.
and so they are no more in the business and or something like that, and we can go ahead, we can make them inactive. So once
Yes.
we make that institute or let's say company inactive, what will happen? The related contact representative will also get inactivated in NetSuite.
Okay.
Okay. If this checkbox will be false, then what will happen? If you're inactivating the that institute, it's okay, fine, but representative will is to be active.
Okay.
Okay, now in our contact list. So for
Okay.
that purpose. So user will be receiving a prompt asking to inactivate the dependencies before the company is inactivated.
Okay.
Okay. So system will ask you to inactivate the
Mm-hmm.
other things first, and then you will be able to inactivate this one.
Okay.
So individual as contact. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So all those kind of things will be able to do here.
Okay.
Hide attachment folders,
Yeah.
assign tasks to partners, email employee on approval. Okay. So all those kind of things will be able to do.
Okay.
Mm, yeah. And if you want to see the internal ID, sometimes you'll not be able to see the internal ID. Okay. For that purpose, you have to come here, go to
Mm-hmm.
journal transaction analytics and mark these two boxes too. No, just wait. Control F. Internal ID will be here only. So internal ID. Okay. So you have to mark this internal ID as true. If you're not able to see, for example, if I click on this one, right? So I can see some history, but there is a field ID as well. Okay. So this field ID, if you come here, for example, of on journal here, right? So you'll not be able to see the internal ID of this one if you have marked that as false. here. Okay. So for all those purpose, we use this one or general preferences.
Okay.
Then we have email preferences, printing and text. We'll talk about printing and text. So right? So these are all the setup parts. Just just be aware of, okay, these are the setup parts. How to do and what to do, we'll talk about later.
Okay.
So whether the invoice record is there or the sales order is there or anything, so we need to print and share the same thing with our customer, right? Correct.
Yeah.
Now for printing and text, there will be a format and there will be printing layouts and descriptions, etc. So from
Okay.
where we can manage those kind of things. So the first thing is just to to have to save our ink. Okay, nothing else.
Okay.
But this thing is the customer default to print transaction. What does it mean? It means while creating the customer itself, at the same time,
Yeah.
we have a preference that we are going to make a true, set that as true, so that whenever any transaction will be there for that customer, okay, and like print will be happening automatic.
Okay.
Okay, with your system, printer will be attached definitely. Okay, and you'll be able to do that.
Mhm.
Similarly, for the vendor as well, we can do.
Yeah.
Then we have print return form with packaging slip. Okay, so if we want packaging slip should be there. Basically, what happened? Let's say any goods or the products is there.
Yeah.
You are getting from the Amazon or Flipkart, right? So, or let's say any courier. So it is clearly mentioned, like if not reached out to the concerned person, okay, if you
Yeah.
get it, just please return to so and so, something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if those kind of things is required,
Okay.
so we have to mark this type of history. So
Okay.
with the packaging slip as well, we'll be getting packing slip, we'll be getting the return form as
Mm-hmm.
well.
Okay.
We have the remittance from the invoice and the statements fine, print transaction form landscape. So other like things we have that we can make the changes. We'll see
Okay.
during the when we'll be creating the form. Because here we have two way to create the customized form by using the basic standard or using the customization using the HTML.
Okay.
Okay. Similarly, advanced PDF you can see we have used for item labels if you want, use for
Yeah.
mailing labels if you want, we have enabled it. Okay. How to do, how to use, what is this? We'll talk about later. We have just enabled it for free. Okay. PDF logo image, DPI when right printing, logo and all these things you can see. Okay. So this basic setups we'll talk about.
Okay.
Actually, we will be creating here. I'll just show you, and we'll be doing later. Just showing you. Okay, we have advanced PDF HTML template and the transaction from PDF layout. So we'll be doing here, and then I'll show you how it will be coming on the forms and how we are print
Mm-hmm.
it and
Okay.
share. Similarly, the way we have printing, we have the email as well. But email, like it's majorly used actually. So let's say, for example, if any mail is going to be triggered from your system or triggering, right? So
Mm-hmm.
from your NetSuite account, you want to track. So you want some, let's say, security or some person in BCC always, so that you can track what kind of email is being triggered and all, right? What is going on, how the guys like people are communicating. So
Mm-hmm.
you can keep someone in BCC here, global BCC, and if you have multiple, you can submit them using the comma.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Then we have a global footer. So if you are sending an email and you want, okay, there should be a global footer, you can put over there. You can just type it.
Okay.
Then here we have default email merge domain. So we have Outlook, fine.
Okay.
And then enable email alert for WS or the version or the CSV import. So let's say whenever we are doing any CSV import
Yeah.
and we are migrating the data from any system to the NetSuite, uploading
Mm-hmm.
data. Now we want the notification kind of, we want the mail like, okay, if I was uploading at 10,000 data, how many got
Yeah.
failed and how many got successful? So
Okay.
for that purpose, we can enable this one. So the
Mm-hmm.
person who is importing it will be getting a mail saying that, hey, you tried to like, out of 10,000, 9,000 got uploaded successfully and 1,000 got failed.
Okay. Okay.
And then, yeah, then we have removed mail address from the bounce email address list. So we have like bounce. You
90
can,
days.
yeah, you can select like, okay, so 30 days, 90 days, 180 days, never accordingly for the bounce email. If you want to remove, then in the transaction we have something. For example, transaction default to mail trans. The same thing. This is similar to the previous one.
Yeah.
Like if, okay, I'll just show you one example. It's better. Let's say this is the customer.
Okay.
I will edit this one. If you scroll down, here we have preferences, right?
Yeah.
So here you can see we have marked this checkbox, right? And why
Yeah.
this is marked checkbox is true. We have not done it manually. Even if you want the where it is not updated, you can update it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason is if you see the this one, where is that email preferences?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it says default. That's my default to email transaction, right? So what happen if any customer newly, if you will be creating by default, this will be checkbox two. Let's say if you have created an already listing in the system, okay, and then you can go there, you can mark this checkbox. Okay, that is also possible. And the for the fixed print, you can see this one. But
Mm-hmm.
for the fax also you can do. Okay, so
Okay.
such kind of things we can do. And here you can see we have the email ID of the customer. Fine,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I'll just save it. Now, if any transaction you will be creating, okay,
Mm-hmm.
a mail will get triggered. So, if I come to
Email.
sales communication.
Committee.
Okay. So now let's say for this one, if I will be creating a quotation of the sales order, right? As
Yeah.
of now, only one email is there, right? So
Mm-hmm.
what I'll do, I'll create a new quotation or let's say sales order. I'll add this one. And we'll check if any custom field or something is required. Okay. Here you can see this checkbox is true automatic. If you want mail should not trigger, you can say false. Okay, if it will be true, then system is going to send an email. Location. Okay, we have marked that location as mandatory.
Okay.
So once the sales order will be okay, it's not approved yet, right? Should be approved. Okay. So first thing from here also you can check mail got triggered. Okay, for this
Mhm.
order. And if you check the customer record, on customer also record also it will show you two emails, one previous one and this new one.
One is previous one, which one? Okay, okay.
Yeah, that was already existing in the system before the one which we got. So you can see the time difference, right?
Right,
So
right.
one order I created in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
12 to 6, and other is this one.
Okay.
Okay. So this is the latest one. If I click on open, so you can see a mail got triggered with the orders and the item details and everything.
Yeah, right, right, right. Okay.
Okay. So that is the purpose of making that checkboxes true. Okay. So by
Yeah.
default.
And Shekhar, I mean, sometimes user requests, right? That can you send the same email to this user as well?
That kind of thing is possible, right? So you can go to the customer record order as well. You can go. Okay. And you have the option, right? You can reply, you can forward.
Okay.
Okay. So those kind of things could be done. And one more options you have. Let's say this transaction record. If you go to sales and go to transactions, so here the sales order which we have created will be there.
Yeah.
So one quotation, one sales order. This one. Just click here. Scroll down and then go to communication.
Yeah.
Okay. Then here we can see the one, right? So from here also, if you want to reply something, you can do. Okay. You start a new email communication if you want. Okay. If you want to attach this and all, you can do this kind of thing. And if you want to just forward this one, or if you want to add someone here, you can say reply or reply and add in CC and all those things, and you can forward it as well.
Okay.
Okay. Here you can add the people and say okay CC BCC etc.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So those kind of things could be done from here, and like CC we have said okay any mail will be triggered. So by default these people will be in CC. So that is the reason if you see this mail, so I believe those guys will be in CC or something like that. Recipient, right? Recipient, you can see CC, we have these two guys. Okay, because we have set up over here. Okay. Then we have from address and all. So those kind of things will be able to set up here. Then we have templates. So we can select the templates, domain key and sandbox release, etc. So here what happened, we have two options. Let's say if any sandbox related mail is uh, there, right? So to whom mail should get triggered, so you can set over here. Okay. And any release period related are there, then where we can set over here. If you do not want okay mail should be triggered, so you can say do not send email. If you want the logged in user, you have to select this one. If you want okay anything you are doing a mail should get triggered to so and so person, that is possible over here.
I mean, what is this sandbox?
Sandbox is okay. We have a two type of account. One is the production, one is the sandbox. Okay, sandbox is a replica of production. Let's say any
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So test environment you can say.
Test environment. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So for those kind of things. So if in test environment, if anything we are doing, definitely email should not get triggered to the customer, right? But if
Right.
we are testing something, then who should be getting the email? So logged in user, okay, or we can say okay, so and so person will be getting the mail, right? So those kind of things could be done. Okay, fine. I will stop here. We'll continue tomorrow. Please go through the video and let me know if you have any concern. Okay.
So, Shekhar, I mean, what kind of documentation will be following and like that? I mean,
Okay, like you'll be getting the documentation for the first where there is all this introduction part is there.
okay,
Okay. And
okay,
once this will happen, we'll start with the customization basically. And for customization, we'll be getting a separate document.
okay, okay,
Okay, this is just going introduction. Then
okay,
customization will be there, save success and all. For all those things, you'll be getting proper documentation. We'll also have the BRD. We'll be
right.
following up with the different scenario when we'll be doing the modules and all.
Okay, okay. So is it like, I mean, we'll be starting like creating one our own company, and then we'll be doing the
Yeah,
setups?
yeah, right. We'll do
Okay,
that. Okay, we'll do that. We'll
okay.
create a company here. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We'll
So
have
I'll
a
just go through
company.
the, yeah. Okay. So
Okay.
for now, I'll just go through the video and just
Right.
like,
These are the things you should be aware of. Okay. So that's the thing. Okay.
okay.
Okay. Thanks. Bye.
Fine. Thanks. Bye. Mhm.